Hi, I'm Paul Phelps from Solent Power. I'm going to run you through some basic checks that'll help you look after your generator and make sure that it's ready to start in the event of a power cut. The first things to look at is make sure that your circuit breaker's in the on position. If the circuit breaker's in the off position, your generator will likely start and run, but there'll be no power output from your generator into your building. The second thing to be looking at is your controller in auto? The controller must be in automatic operation because this receives a signal from your switchgear or your transfer switch telling your unit to start. If it's not in auto, if your controller's in manual or it's in stop, your generator will not start in the event of a power cut. So make sure that's in auto. Some of the things that we want to check just to keep on top of health are the oil level. There's a little dipstick on the engine. You can take this out. Just like your car, you've got a lower and a higher point. Make sure that the oil is somewhere in between, preferably slightly higher. If your engine oil is low, your generator may not start due to low oil pressure senders. And if your oil's low as well and it does run, then it can cause pretty catastrophic damage to your engine. So next thing to check is your coolant level. Always make sure that you do this when your engine's cold and not after your engine's been running. But you basically, just like any other diesel engine, you just loosen the cap, dip your finger in. If there's coolant there and your finger gets wet, then you know you've got enough coolant, basically. If your coolant's low, then you can top it up with deionized water. There's one more check we can make, which is fuel level. Most generators will have a small mechanical gauge on their internal tanks. So we can see here we've got a full fuel tank. This is vital to know because if you obviously run out of fuel, your generator might start and run, but it's going to run out of fuel and it's going to stall, and then you're going to be in trouble. If it doesn't have a mechanical gauge, then it may be on the generator controller. So you can go through the settings and you can check the fuel level that way. So we recommend doing this check weekly if possible. You can do it on a Friday morning, make sure that it's all okay before the weekend, or at least once a month. These simple checks can be enough to prevent failure to operate or run.